Last episode, we sent our youth star Archie Hall out on loan for some experience and continued our EFL Cup run with another great result. Hey, welcome back. Respected Jeff here with Season 3, Episode 4 of this West Ham career, and we actually find ourselves closer to a promotion playoff spot than farther down towards the relegation area where I thought we'd be. Only 6 games played though, so a lot of room to swing this season, but it has been a bright start from the team, starting to rack up a few wins and doing well in the cup here. Taking a look at our youth academy players, no one to promote immediately. Definitely some good talent coming through the ranks, especially that goalkeeper Tyler Bell. Got my eyes on him for the future. So without further ado, let's jump into some league games here, get the season a little further underway, and then we'll deal with some youth players and other dealings later in the episode, and let's get to it. Alright, so back to league action with eyes on getting another win, maybe even vaulting ourselves into a promotion playoff spot here, but we have to focus on defense first. It's been one of our biggest issues since playing 3 at the back. We know what we got going forwards, but we always struggle in conceding goals. Luckily, we've got new signing Button in goal, who saves us time and time again already this season. But we gotta focus on more than just the goalkeeper, that's for sure. Chances coming in frequently here early in the match. Bristol City finding the opening goal after a really well-worked chance to find their way through our back line. The home team getting themselves in front. Nothing much we could do about the final shot there, but way too many chances early in the game. Although we get a nice chance here. Boateng intercepting and Alexander lobbing one through. It is in the back of the net, but offsides in the end. A little too late on the pass there, but well done from Boateng. Right idea, just a split second too late. Another chance coming in for Bristol over the top. Garmston looking to cover. Cross finds its way through anyways. Tompkins away. And we're doing a little bit better here to not concede quite as many chances. Finding our way into this match. Hugill doing it all on his own going forwards, and he releases Holland. And the chance just a little bit too far behind. The final pass does not make its way through, and we edge closer to halftime. Still a goal down. Bristol City not giving up either. Great chance in the box, and a block from Brown prevents that one from finding their second half now. We start on the front foot. Holland getting in behind with some really nice footwork here. What can he do? Whipping across in just a little bit ahead of Boateng. And another chance goes missing for us. Still 1 goal down. But Bristol continuing to push another shot at goal straight at Button once again. And a couple chances of our own. This time Hugill taking it into the box himself. Great effort. Blocked by the goalkeeper. 77th minute. He plays through Alexander this time. Great touch, fantastic strength, and an even better finish. How about that for a goal? 1-1, we salvage a point late in the game thanks to Lance Alexander linking up with Hugill once again. It's happened so many times this season. Bristol with another chance in our box. Defended well. A little bit of scrappy defense going on from our end, but it managed to hold the game off. Coming into the 92nd minute here. One last chance for the team. Haksabanovic looking to play through. Hugill finds him in a really sloppy effort from their defense. Results in a goal for us in the dying seconds of the game. 2-1. And that was a dramatic turnaround from our team. Not the prettiest goal you'll see all season, but a goal that matters a lot as it earns us 2 more points from Jordan Hugill and keeps us up towards the top of the league. There we have it. The whistle blows. Excellent game from the team to come back from being down. We did not look in it for large stretches of that game, but we made it happen when it counts. Alright, next game up against Norwich in front of the home fans at least, back at Brisbane Road, and we were looking for another 3 points against difficult opposition. Lance Alexander trying to make something happen early in the game, straight into the center back, and we know what Norwich has going forwards. Plenty of crosses coming in from wide. We're trying to get our wingers back to cover those angles with 3 at the back, but it was hard. A terrible challenge flying in there from Haksabanovic. I think it was later pulled back for a yellow card. Again, struggling to cover the cross. Luckily, we have some excellent center backs in there to head away, but I think it was only a matter of time before they got a more concrete opportunity through on goal. Dermich, fantastic challenge from Whitaker. We are going to struggle when he retires at the end of the season. He has been a rock for us in defense these last 3 seasons. Haksabanovic getting slipped in behind again, trying to get his head up to whip one in for Hugill off the post. How unlucky have we been with a few of these chances here? Marcus Brown tormenting defenders here on the wing with his quick feet, cutting insides, making the most of that space, and some really tight footwork to set up Hugill again. saved by the keeper. An even better effort this time, and still no goal from our team. Well, we're playing great stuff here, and you can't ask for much better than that. Tim Krul called into action, and he steps up appropriately. Dermich with another chance here, playing through Baria, who leaves it through for Sam Byram, cutting inside, and it's Tompkins who stands him up, sees that one out for a corner. Great defending. I do not know where we'd be without our star center back this season. Some sloppy play out of the back here, given back to Norwich in our box, and it looked like maybe a penalty there. I don't think he got the man, though, and we take it to halftime with a close 0-0 tie so far. Neither team quite able to get in front. Norwich with a lot of possession here to restart the second half. We're defending deep and not trying to let any chances in behind, but an amazing shot from outside the 18 finds its way in the back of the net. Marco Stiepermann, one of our favorite players from the Norwich City career, doing damage against us now, and we desperately were trying to get ourselves back in front. The return pass from Marcus Brown gets on the end of it, and again, Tim Krul, outstanding reaction save to deny us a goal. Time's starting to wind down now into the 70th minute. Buendia is in behind, and I thought it was offsides, no call given though, and it's an absolute mess in the box. Eventually seen out, Button doing wonders in this back line to prevent a second goal here. Well, if we're being honest, that definitely should have been a second. They had 3 clear-cut chances in on goal, but our defenders throwing their bodies at it, and another chance comes in off the line. Norwich having an outstanding second half here, but yet to double their lead. Still in this game, playing through Marcus Brown now, sprinting onto it. Coming in from the wing. What can he do here? Still Marcus Brown cutting it back for Alexander. Can't get the header on it. Hugill heads it down, and Cullen on the follow-up. Very weak shot in the end. 83rd minute. Lance Alexander trying to find one more chance here to link up, and he sends that header wide of the post. That should have been our chance. And now little to no time left in the game. One more chance of Norwich coming into the box. We clear away, and the whistle blows. A disappointing loss, but to a top-notch team in the championship here. We definitely held our own and maybe a little unlucky to not score some of those chances, but they were also unlucky, so I think a fair result in the end, and we move on. Alright, so fairly big news in the meantime. Alays has requested that he get a transfer. He says it's not working out, and to be honest, this comes as a huge surprise to me. He's been getting plenty of minutes, and taking a look here, his performance is good. He's happy with his contract, he's happy with the team and playtime. So I'm really not sure where this is coming from, but it's not the end of the world. We'll find a replacement. He's not my favorite player in the squad, so it could have been a lot worse. We're going to move him to the reserves. We don't want unhappy players in our starting 11, or even our bench for that matter, so we'll make do with the players we got for now, maybe with an eye on a new signing in January. And with that, we're back in action against Birmingham. Here we go, Birmingham with possession to start at St. Andrews. And we're looking for another win, that's for sure. The back line finally starting to gel. Early Cross coming in here, dealt with by Garmston. He's been one of our best players this season. I feel like he's a little underrated at times, even within the game, actually. I think his overall rating doesn't do him justice. His speed is so vital coming out of the back, and our back three finally starting to look solid here with Alays or not. Bennett slotting in seamlessly alongside the other two, and obviously we have Whitaker as an option too, so I think we're actually fairly covered in defense for the time being. Even in the face of this surprise transfer request, Holland putting in a very dangerous ball into the box, recycled back to the top. Haksabanovic has a go, and it's blocked and goes out. Hugo lays it off. Alexander waiting for the run through, and he picks out Cullen in the box. Fantastic composure to put it around the keeper. 1-0. We get ourselves in front. Birmingham charging in our direction, though, desperate to get themselves on the score sheet and level things up. Really good move to get in behind around Bennett, headed away again. We're dealing with all of their threats so far, but they're not going to give up that easy. Bela to Colin, couple give and goes here, and a crossing opportunity to the back post. Garmston headed away again. We stay resolute, but we just can't get it away from our box. Birmingham continuing to push on here. Garmston deals with that move once again. One more chance for Birmingham before the end of the first half, straight at Button. Makes that save look easy. He's been really consistent for us too. And then Birmingham starting the second half strong. Early ball in through for Bela. Takes a great touch and gets the shot off Button. How about that for a reaction save? Gets down and gets a strong wrist to it to see that one out. And another shot from distance, stays on his toes and keeps us in front here. 1-0 remains the scoreline. Villalba getting in behind. Noble trying to chase him down. A dangerous cross to the back post, and this time it's in. Well, you have to say it's well-deserved from Birmingham. They've given it their all, and they've been the better team since our early goal. Substitute Jakubiak getting a chance in through behind. Couldn't quite get that ball through to anyone, and that would be the last chance of the game. Trying to get forwards one more time, but the whistle blows 1-1, and we'll be very disappointed with that result. Yet another tie for this team. All right, well, it's a break in league action at least. Back to the Carabao Cup up next, but a transfer offer coming in for Alay's 3.2 million. Not bad. I'm going to go ahead and accept that. We'll move him on. I'm not too concerned about the money, but if he doesn't want to be part of this squad, we're not going to force him to stay here, so anything to facilitate a move away will be nice. So for this game, we take on Everton. Very tough opposition, but I have to give some of our fringe players minutes here. We do not have a lot of depth right now. Tons of players out on loan. So we're going to rotate as much as we can at least. And we're a little bit in a pinch here in the back line, so I'm going to slot Alays in just to get some minutes and cover some of our other players so they can rest up for league games. I didn't necessarily want to involve him, but we got to rely on him for now. All right, back into action against Everton. Huge occasion away at Goodison Park. Can we get a surprise result against what is a top team? They've been doing really well in this career save. But we've also shown in the past that we can do pretty well and hold our own against top teams. So we'll see how this game pans out. Boateng going down after a nasty challenge in behind. Only 5 minutes in, Besic picking up a yellow card there. And Ed Green pushing on. Played short from the free kick. Can we find an opportunity through Jakubiak? Twisting and turning, it's Ed Green who goes down at the top of the box, getting a bit of a reputation for winning us free kicks here, and he takes it himself. Ooh, clipped off the wall, and it goes out for a corner. Not bad from the youngster. Nothing coming of that corner, though. It's Theo Walcott. Fantastic feat to sort it out here, and Trott stands it up at the near post to keep out the first good opportunity of the game coming from Everton. Cross coming in here, headed away as far as Afolayan, flicked over his head for Ed Green, and it's a 2-on-3 here. Can we make the most of a counterattack? Jakubiak running in behind. Unfortunately, not much support ahead of him, and it's played back conservatively. No move at the end of that for us. Ed Green trying to do it all himself, playing through Afolayan, looking for the back heel through. Couldn't quite connect. Green's been our only small spark, sliver of hope so far. He's on the ball once again, playing it out wide with Garmston, having a really hard time finding our way through the defense of Everton. Coventry recycled back through Jakubiak, give and go here with Green, but Everton wins possession back, and now all the way back down at our end. It's Besic looking to play it through. Garmston stands him up. Great defending once again from our left center back. He's been fantastic. Alays with a bit of a mistake there, though. Past his man in the box for Everton for the opening goal, 1-0. And it all started with a bit of a mistake there from Alays back into the starting 11 and back to not performing particularly well. Well, I think it's about time we get him out of our squad and maybe a good replacement in. If he doesn't even want to be here and he's making mistakes like that, he's not someone that we necessarily want involved in this squad. And another mistake here from Alays, giving the ball straight away. His head just not in this game. Everton for the second, and it's all down to our poorly performing center back. Well, we got to do our best to get him a transfer and get him out of here as soon as possible, I think. Ed Green showing what he can do up front, though, and a shot straight at the goalkeeper. His finishing lacking a little bit, but his footwork is top quality as always. Coming to the end of the first half here, Green again trying to find his way through. The whistle blows, though. It was one back in the end. Not bad, though. But regardless, things not looking good for us. 2 goals down going into the second half here. Johnson playing through Ed Green again. He's been the only bright spot for this team. Cutting into the box, almost goes down, rides it out though, continues his run. Fantastic stuff. Couldn't quite get the final touch off, but he did really well to stay honest there and stay on his feet. Would have been nice maybe to win a penalty, but always going to appreciate the honesty from the youngster. And Whitaker can't quite find his way on the end of that challenge. It's a good passing sequence in through for Everton for a third, and this game looks completely out of our reach at this point. Walcott with his goal. Can we get a goal of our own, at least just to save face here? Struggling to find our way through. Alays spending too long on that ball again. And Whitaker can't make the last-ditch tackle. It is too easy. Everton for a fourth. Alays the culprit of 3 of those. Terrible stuff. I promise you guys, I am not intentionally playing this way. Just spending a little too long on the ball. I don't know if his form is down or what, maybe making him take some of these clumsy touches, but that is terrible from the center back. He hasn't been that bad for us usually, but we find ourselves 4 goals down here. Dan Kemp trying to get in behind, bad challenge coming in, and a chance from the free kick here. It's Matty Folds, who I am actually interested in maybe signing moving forwards. He's a youngster, getting some minutes here in the cup for Everton, and another chance from Ed Green straight at the keeper. Well, he's had a few chances of his own here. Ed Green, probably the only decent player out there for us tonight, but good things from him. And another chance in through for Everton, a 5th. And this time it is Folds, the left back, getting forwards to score it. And that's the end of the game. Humiliation at Goodison Park, 5-0, absolutely thrashed. We're out of the Carabao Cup, but we can't let it get our spirits down here. We need to get together and focus on the league once again. All right, well, we're going to do well to put that game well away from our memory. Preston up next. It's another league matchup. We're back to the usual starting 11 out here. A 3-5-2 with the players that we've come to know and see in this squad quite often. A little bit of rotation, though. I'm giving Jakubiak a start out there on the left-hand side just to give Holland a rest, but the rest of the team remains unchanged. And let's get to the game against Preston. Well, desperate to put that Everton game out of our minds, it was Preston North End up next in the league. And with our strongest starting 11 out there on the pitch, we were hopeful to grab a few goals. Marcus Brown doing really well, staying on it to get that ball through, and some good footwork to set up Haksabanovic to set up Alexander with a weak shot at the end of it. Early chance gone missing from our team, but sign of good things to come perhaps. Haksabanovic playing through Alexander. Couldn't quite sort the ball out from his feet, but he wins a free kick regardless, using his strength well. Marcus Brown getting a lot of action here out on the wing in the early minutes. Keeps the ball tight to his feet and recycles it all the way back to the top of the box for Mark Noble, trying to find his way through. Hugo, quick touch, and a poor shot at the end of it, but the right idea from him. Another chance coming in later. Cullen does well to win that ball back. Alexander with a bit of a sloppy pass still finds his way through somehow. Haksabanovic continuing his run out of the center, and he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper now. Fantastic save with his leg and cleared away. We could not find a goal out of that move. You can't ask for any better than that, though. Brown doing well to almost win a free kick there. No call given, though. Haksabanovic recovering. I don't know how that call wasn't given. Seemed clear-cut to me. But now Preston North End heading in our direction. Noble struggling to cover. Sinclair sprinting in behind. Good pace from him. And it's Bennett out there to cover. But he overruns there. Tompkins with the chance to block it. Lofted up to the back post. Great save from Button and booted away. Well, from end to end, our chance to their chance. This game is starting to heat up a little bit. Second half here. Alexander finding himself one-on-one with the keeper. I think it was offsides regardless, but it was a good save. Jakubiak, tight footwork, getting a cross in, and again, no one finishing the move off. Preston coming back in our direction again. Back to the top of the box. Shot blocked by Garmston. He's done outstanding. Blocked the follow-up as well. But they continue to push on here. We can't quite clear it away. Cutting it back to the center. Malt has a go. Blocked again. And we still can't clear. Preston North End continuing to lob shots from the edge of the box here. Back with possession at the top of our box again. Cutting inside. Another shot blocked. And barely away. Somehow the whistle blows and we hang on there. I thought for sure that was going to result in a goal. Corner kick coming in. Headed away again. Pressure really mounting on our end now. Alexander away. Can we capitalize here? Holland taking a big touch and a second around his man. Fantastic stuff. He is clean through now. And again, one-on-one with the keeper. Can we finish? No! Terrible composure on that move from Holland. He surely should have scored that. 78 minutes played, and we miss our chance to go in front. Header back up towards our end now. 90th minute, Preston North End. With a ball played over the top here, and it's out of play. Thrown in from behind. Bennett with a poor touch in our box, and Malt with the shot in the back of the net. 92 minutes in, it's a mistake at the back that sees us go down to a terribly unfortunate late goal. Well, we've thrown Bennett into the first team with Alays not getting minutes of his own after that transfer request, and it's a mistake from the youngster. Well, that's a mistake that hurts a lot given the circumstances, but we're sticking with our man. I still think he's a fantastic player, just young, and maybe needs to iron some of those mistakes out of his game, but we're not going to drop him anytime soon just because of that. So an unfortunate result, and our bad run of form does continue, but we take it now into the next game with our heads held high. All right, well, with that loss, we sit in 10th place Still not that bad overall. 10 games played at this point. We're not that far off of 6th place. It's still definitely within our reach to hit a playoff spot here. But like I said before, still so many games to play this season. 36 remaining. We're not even a fourth of the way through yet, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Things could definitely take a turn for the worse. So we just continue to take the games that we have in front of us with the situations that we have in front of us. And another offer coming in, guys. Ajax are in for Josh Cullen. The 76 overall Josh Cullen. Looks like we could get some good money for him, though. And I'm going to be realistic here. If big teams come in with offers, as long as they're within a reasonable range, we're going to accept them. Obviously, a player like Cullen would love to move to a big team like Ajax. So if that deal goes through, we will lose one of our star central midfielders. We'll see, though. We're going to get some good money for him if it does go through. We try to negotiate at least. So we'll see what happens with that. Stay tuned for next episode. We'll find out what happens with some of these transfer sagas ongoing for our players. And it's going to be important that we maintain some sort of consistency in the squad moving forwards. So only time will tell how that works out. All right, guys, so I'll be back soon with the next episode in this series. But until then, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.